Yes, I welcome you people. Big up on yourself. Today, we have an interesting story for you guys. Now, sometimes we employ people, you know, to do particular jobs, and some of the people turn out to be great workers, great employees. You know, while sometimes some of them actually turn out to be monsters. In today's story, I wanna take you to the parish of Westmoreland, Jamaica. No, the district or the districts of Old Hope and Big Bridge were left in shock and awe after a church sister was taking care of a lady. This lady now allegedly never had any family members, maybe any living family members, or people who know that she still exists. Apparently, this lady now, who is the caretaker, was recommended by her church, to go ahead and look after this woman. Bro, I have a screen grab that I want to share with you guys. May I tell you, say, this world here full of mad people in a clean clothes. This church sister is alleged to be heard from time to time in the spirit, talking to the spirit and whatnot. Unbeknownst to the community and the church members, that this caregiver had a dark secret. Then again, another thing I want to bring to light is that we as human beings, this is something that I want to say honestly, earnestly from my heart. We are no longer connected. We are not. And I'm going to tell you why. Somebody can go missing for a period of time, whether church, whether work, be it even in our online community. And people just carry on with their busy lives and don't even remember. Even your own family members will just carry on from year in, year out, month in, month out, day in, day out. And they wouldn't even pick up the phone to call and say, are you still alive? Anyway, or even check in for a welfare check. Come over and, or I'm trying to say. Anyway, my people. Now, this caregiver has been arrested because she's done the unthinkable. Without any further ado, my people, I want you to listen to this screen grab taken from the local TV station, TVJ.
Charges following the discovery of a corpse inside her home.
TVJ News understands that the decomposing body is that of an elderly woman she cared for and with whom she had formed a bond.
But as Kimberly Petty reports, it's believed the woman died 2 years ago.
Nose
A
on
pall
skirt.
of gloom hung over the community of Old Hope District in Westmoreland on Tuesday. The roads were empty as residents remained inside their homes. They have been trying to make sense of what had transpired in their usually quiet community days ago. This is the house where Miss Viola Destin's decomposed body was discovered on Sunday, July 6th. TVJ News understands that her caretaker hid her body and covered her remains under a tarpaulin. We came to the community and spoke to residents who expressed a shock that she died close to 2 years ago.
This world have some sick people. No. What could be the cause of this? Honestly, people, tell me, please. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. What could be the cause of 2 years ago? That elderly woman, whether by natural cause or whatever, 2 years ago, the woman went home to glory. Miss Violet, may your soul rest in peace. Guys, people no normal anymore. People no normal again. 2 years and you have the remains inside of the house. How you take the smith? No man, you can't be in a your right sense. You could this lady could not be in her right. Guys, 2 years. What were you doing with that body? Let's listen in some more. And then wait. Where were the people them from the church? Where were the people them? I mean, seriously, where were the people them from the community in the community? Like I said, everybody just go on and they mind their own business. Nobody no really care about nobody again. I live beside some elderly people and even my husband. Every morning I could stay in my kitchen and hear him neighbor, because they're two elderly people. If I pass inside, that's how me check up for my neighbor them. Now, I'm not say you don't have some family members that wayward and rated and them no want to contact with you and okay, reach out to them distance themselves. We all can testify to these types of family members or friends. Them done with you and them done with you. No contact, period. Well, you can't force those issues. Every now and then cross your mind, you have to just say, God, protect them. As some stay. I personally have family members that them gone, and even if I reach out, them not show no interest much, so I just don't. Happy birthday, how are you? Hey, Ray, did the hurricane did any damage? And me keep it moving, whether they want to answer or not. That's just me. That is just me. But to have an elderly, no clinic visit, no doctor no come, or no nurse aid no come dress no wound, nobody come, no health aid or whatever you want to call them, nurse aid we say. Nobody. There is no sign of activity. She not out on the porch in her little rocking chair with her teeth them drop out and she rocking back and forth and humming. There is no sign of this elderly person. I know say there are homes where you will have elderly when no mobile and you would have to have encounter. That's what I say. No ambulance no come, no health aid no come, just no wound. Because most times when you're in the house, you will have bed sores, you will have to run and go over the clinic. Doctor visits, nurse aid come and dress things and look upon things and check up. You imagine no, seriously, 2 long years. And this lady, this church lady, goes to church, praise God, and still go back to look at that corpse. Something wrong. To go back and look at the woman's remains. Something wrong mentally. Can't be normal. No?
Be shocking myself, my friend. We can't even say nothing further. Because from me going at this you guy first, me have say this.
Now the residents are appalled at this type of behavior. Extremely appalled. The people then become frightened because they've never seen nothing like this before. This is an upstanding villager. Goes to church, shout and give thanks to God. Yet there is this secret that is under tarp inside the house with her. Yo!
Really bad. You know, say when the family them, all the family them feel now. Them not gonna be them family. They're not gonna feel good. You know, say they really do that to a old man like that. You know.
Yeah, well, if there's any family, as I heard in the beginning of that recording, there was no one to take care of her. So the church recommended that she did.
The deceased woman has been identified as Viola Destin from Big Bridge in the parish. According to police reports, the now deceased woman, who is said to be in her early 70s, was introduced to the caregiver by a church sister in 2023 after learning that she had no relatives to care for her. The police report further stated that the woman later died on December 10, 2023. However, the caregiver did not report her death as she told the police the woman was not saved and she does not want her to go to hell.
Huh? Did you hear that? It's not a laughing matter. She did not report the matter to the police because the lady was unsaved. No, sir. The lady was unsaved and she did not want her to go to HELL. Yo! No, sir. Lock her up and throw away the keys. This is not normal. I'm telling you the honest truth. There's a lot. I don't even want to touch certain things. I'm telling you. I've seen an uprising in Jamaica for the past couple of years. Like a cult-like behavior in young people. Musicians are being even accused of wearing guard ring, doing sacrifices and them stuff. What were you doing with the lady's remains in your house for over 2 years? Catch it. I mean, one of the neighbors said that, one of the villagers said they heard her numerous times in the spirit in the house. I wonder if I did up when they haunt her. I wonder if the lady ghost when come back to haunt her. Yo! And the audacity to be telling the authorities that the lady was unsaved, so you held on to the remains. No, sir. You held on to the remains because she was unsaved. How can go so? No, Jamaica no normal, you know. Jamaica no normal. Like, guys, I mean, honestly, you don't even know who you're sitting down to worship with on a Sunday morning or a Saturday morning. You don't even know. You don't even know who these people, let's say them and lay hands with pan you and pray and them. Yo, me don't want to generalize. But you understand. You understand what me talk about. After listening to this, you see why and anybody have to let up in your space and the rest hand pan you and about them a pray and re-te-te.
She also told investigators that God told her to keep the body and that the elderly woman would be resurrected on Sunday, July 6th. The same
mental case, marated. Mental case. No, sir.
same day the police made the discovery after being alerted by someone who visited the house.
So wait. What did I just hear? Wait.
And she does not want her to go to hell. She also told investigators that God told her to keep the body and that the elderly woman would be resurrected on Sunday, July 6th. The same day the police made the discovery after being alerted by someone who visited the house.
Resurrection? Resurrection. Revelation. Revelation. And I will stand with what I say. And anybody you should allow to be laying hands on you and praying. And anybody you should let up in your space, because God know you don't know who is who. Right about now, you have to just guard your energy, guard your space. Yo, them frequencies are out of range. Hey, these frequencies are out of range. Resurrection. So apparently, she's saying that God told her that the woman would be, Miss Viola would be resurrected on the 6th. And God was so good that it was the same day. Maybe that was the resurrection. The same day, someone paid a visit to the house. Thank God. Because those remains would have probably remained there, and then she would have reached the age also, and the both of them remain inside it. I've seen a case before in the States where a woman did not want to part with her mom, and she had her mother inside. She lived with the mother while the mother went home to glory. The mother's remains was inside that house all the time, years, until she herself passed. And then they made the discovery. Hey, guys, better tell you, I just put some laundry on the line and here comes the rain. Here comes the rain. Anyway, I'm telling you, Jamaica no normal.
Another resident told TVJ News that she was surprised to learn of this.
Come no know she is that type of person. Come here tell us that she loving. So me no know what take her over really. Me no know. She's a nice woman. Yes. And me feel shame about what she do.
You don't have to be ashamed. You don't have to feel shame, mommy. I guess you're shocked. Maybe you feel embarrassed because he's a church member or something, or maybe I understand, but you don't have to feel guilty for her. She have to answer to the maker for that. I mean, who knows what the woman died from?
Like I devil take her over. All while me down on me yard, me hear me nice spirit up there.
Another resident expressed disgust that the woman was robbed of a proper burial.
And that may say, because 2 years, whether by natural causes or maybe other causes, 2 years, and maybe would have had, because say sometimes some of the family member them don't show up until when things gone bad and they want to claim things. But even for that, because if them spend money to give the lady a proper burial, well, it's only fair that them take something, because right now in her life, I just saw it ago. Nobody don't really have nothing spare. Nothing sparing. No money no really put away no way nowadays because things rough. So saying all of that to say, if there was even a family member, if there was, because in real life, sometimes you don't know who people have until you hear so the person is passed, then everybody come trickling down, but they wasn't coming. They weren't nowhere around when they were alive. But even that, if they come and decide that they want to do the burial, it's fine. They want to lay her to rest in peace, it's fine. That would have been fine. Even the church itself that the caretaker goes to, most likely would have helped somehow. Why?
It's not nice. Because I must everything in my door or something. We can have him in there.
So when you heard that, were you like?
Yeah, we have shock. We have that because we live so close or whatsoever, and all of in our community and we never knew of that.
From pictures, the body appeared to be well preserved. We put the issue to a funeral home operator.
Sometimes when the bodies are embalmed, it takes several years for the body to decay. However, sometimes even if it's not embalmed, factors are rarely that the fluid inside the bodies are drained out. I'm still thinking about it, very surprised also, given the fact that it's under a roof where I would say the temperature really is a factor of it, where maybe it was stored cool, or maybe because of the, I would say it embalmed.
Wow, 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 wow. You hear the guys? The mortician says he would say that that body that remains in in mint condition after the 2 years. So he's basically saying there could be two factors: the way how it was stored, but the way how him see, or if it was embalmed, but the way how he sees it, the way how he sees it, it is as if it is embalmed. Leave the door. Yeah, you know when you have them pitney home, school's out. I'm telling you. Yo, once again, may Miss Viola's soul rest in peace. But the community of Big Bridge and All Hope, I hope we can find some peace also, because this is very, very, very devastating. The caretaker is now behind bars because she have to give an account as to what really happened to Mama Viola. Anyway, my people, leave your thoughts and sentiments in the comment section. If you were in this case, if you were a family member, if you were a neighbor, how would you deal with this? What would you think? Bro, leave your thoughts in the comment section. The people, I see you guys on the next one. Peace.